The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Did you see that Super Bowl trailer? And the white guy is the sidekick. You're watching The Black Report. Hello, and welcome to the voice of the Fat Mantis, Black Report. That's right, I break down all the latest trends of Black Hollywood today, and we're going to start with Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Marvel's Studios' latest must-see television show that will be starting just 1 week after WandaVision. They're hitting you off one after another, and it stars none other than Anthony Mackie as the Falcon. Now, of course, it's titled like it's a buddy, almost cop situation. It has been compared to Lethal Weapon or something similar like that, or Midnight Run, which is buddy, but the characters weren't on equal playing field, so I don't know why that is. But it would appear, especially from the trailer, that Anthony Mackie would be the main superhero, and the Winter Soldier is just tagging along. And this makes sense because remember, the shield was granted to Falcon. After all, Steve Rogers might have a homoerotic crush on his buddy Bucky since back in the day, but Bucky's mind is warped and been destroyed, and he is too dark and sinister. He has this dark tendency in him to actually be Captain America, so it looks like it's going to have to be a black man. And this is the road to the Black Captain America, and I am loving every minute of it. I cannot wait to see this. I was about to say film, this show. It looks like a high-end superhero action film, total full budget of a film. It has all the energy and spirit of the other great Captain America movies, such as Winter Soldier or Civil War. This is where Bucky and Falcon team up, and they're going to be going up against a parody characters of Antifa called the Flag Smashers, and they found a way to juice them up as super soldiers. There's also a rumor as to who the young lady is playing, but we're not going to get into this because we want to talk about our hero, Anthony Mackie. He looks amazing. He's doing this role excellently. And for those of you not in the know, there is a lot of stuff you need to see him in. He's one of the hardest working actors currently in the MCU, and that is because he was relegated to that of a sidekick and a small character, similar to War Machine, just on the sidelines. And so I'm going to say that Anthony Mackie, you got to point out to this, that he recently was in the trippy science fiction movie Synchronic, which can be found on most PVOD sites, but also on Netflix. He actually is Outside the Wire, where he plays a robot in some sort of Afghanistan war situation. It's actually fairly entertaining. He's also in IO, Last on Earth, which is it's basically a post-apocalyptic film. Check that out. And he is, of course, in a very controversial episode of Black Mirror, also found on Netflix. So please check out work that you're not seeing him do. Now, speaking of superheroes, I want to talk about Blade. That's right, everybody's favorite day-walking vampire who kills other vampires, Uncle Tom, is going to have not only a new movie starring Mahershala Ali, and he'll be joining the MCU proper, but it has a new name and a head writer. Now, the name of it is Blade, Vampire Slayer. Now, I don't love that they are practically, unfortunately, probably I assume by accident, referencing Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Now, Buffy the Vampire Slayer is a great franchise. Unfortunately, it is currently marred in all sorts of hate and all sorts of controversy, considering Joss Whedon, the brainchild and creator of it, is steeped in both claims of racist harassment and sexual harassment of people while on productions in Hollywood. So why would you want to trigger that emotion? It just seems like a bad subtitle, but whatever, it is what it is. But we also have the head writer is Stacey Osai Kufor, and so she is actually from the writer's room of Watchmen, the television series. That's right, the Emmy-winning, incredibly amazing show that's particularly dealt with black issues. I love it. Now, personally, I hope that it isn't all about wokeness. I hope that Blade doesn't become just a metaphor for wokeness. I do just want to see him just kill vampires and be a badass. He doesn't have to be a total political character just because he's black, but as we saw in Malcolm and Marie, it might be impossible in this day and age to be a black man or black woman who creates something and it not be some sort of political statement that either the left or the right manipulate to their causes. So good luck to you, Mahershala and Stacey. Now we're going to do Celebrity Watch with my man, Denzel Washington. We all love Denzel Washington. He, of course, is the father of John David Washingbeard, one of my favorite black actors today. So that was speaking of Malcolm and Marie. He did a great job. But Denzel was recently in the Warner Brothers production Little Things. It is a cop drama about trying to catch a serial killer. Now, this is more than controversy because pseudo-controversy, because Denzel Washington was paid the biggest paycheck he has ever had in his life, and it is getting lackluster reviews, particularly his performance. And I'm going to tell you, I saw it, and I actually don't mind this movie. But the thing is I don't love it. There's nothing amazing or new being said about the cop genre at all. It felt like an episode of SVU. So if you're like SVU, go check out this movie. Denzel plays his typical cop role. He's been in about 20 cop movies. This might be what he did in the last 20 movies. He was able to make each role a little different, and he ran out on the 21st attempt, which is the Little Things. And so, unfortunately, has he hit this stage that, these old actors hit? Almost like Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, where they are not doing magic anymore. They're getting paid top dollar to not perform magic, but just be adequate. They're kind of calling in their performances and not giving us anything new. A lot of these old actors do it. Not everyone has it for the rest of their lives, and it's unfortunately Denzel might be out of unique performances. Hopefully he could pull off a new home run next time we see him out in theaters. Now I want to hit up the part of where we discuss the black cinema forgotten by the pandemic. So there's a bunch of black movies coming out this year, and we've got to discuss it because of course, this happens to white movies. All movies are being forgotten in the pandemic, but movies we should have already seen are coming out this year, and we need to talk about them. It's going to start off with February 12th. That's just around the corner, with Judas and the Black Messiah. Now, Judas and the Black Messiah was snubbed at the Golden Globes, just like Malcolm and Marie. However, it seems that critics and a lot of people who've seen it are saying it is utterly excellent and should be awarded something. And so the nominations for the Critics' Choice Award came out, and that corrected that, with both Malcolm and Marie and Judas and the Black Messiah getting recognized both for their acting and their general moviness. And I love it, man. Can't wait to see this. I am going to be glued to the television when this premieres. Then in May 21st, we're going to get Spiral from the Book of Saw. Now, this is Chris Rock doing a serious cop performance for a horror movie. He's since reinvented himself as a serious actor, as we've seen on Fargo, which is a hit and miss writing-wise, but his performance in this last season was amazing. You should check it out and just look at his performance. It's the main driving force. You're going to want to go there. Next, hitting up on April 30th is Without Remorse. Now, this is our man, Michael B. Jordan. We haven't seen a lot of him out here. And that's because this was delayed. This should have been out where it's a Tom Clancy adaptation of a movie. Once again, another story of a Navy SEAL that shows us why the military-industrial complex and commandos are the real reason anyone has freedom, and we need to appreciate that. Oh, and he kills a lot of people. I love it. I'm totally into it. And unfortunately, ladies, I got to tell you, Michael B. is headed toward a great future, but not one on screen. He seems to be pivoting with his own production company, Outlier Society, where they're going to be doing two high-profile projects. One is a limited series about the life and times of Muhammad Ali. And he will not be on camera. He will be behind the camera producing. And he will be producing, not starring in, the Static Shock movie. Right? So these are going to be high profile. These are going to be good. It is a good thing. God bless you, Michael B. I know all the ladies are going to be pissed because they won't be able to see your beautiful face on camera, but it is what it is. Your success is success. And in August 27th, we have Candyman. Once again, a horror tale remade about the cautionary tales of what happens when brothers fuck with white girls. That's right. You will get not only killed, but you will come back as a relentless soul ready for revenge. And this is going to have Yahya Abdul-Mateen II, who is probably my second favorite black actor out now. And once again, we haven't seen him in a while since his hit on Watchmen because delays are ruining it all. But we're going to be able to see him there for some summer scares. And finally, we've got on October 1st, the sci-fi epic Dune. I am kidding, of course. That is probably going to be the whitest movie ever. There ain't no black people in there. Oh, there is Zendaya, but she's just playing the girlfriend, so she's going to have like 3 roles. She'll be there to like nurse him back to health if he gets hurt and like tell him she loves him or something. That, They probably won't even develop that relationship. So there you have it. That is this week's Black Report. What Black stories have I missed? What are your thoughts on all our top things? What did you think of Denzel's performance? Please let me know down in the comments. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to Voice of the Fat Mantis. Until next time, ciao for now.